We're going to be slugging the bore of a Mosin Nagant. How we're starting out is just simply tapping a piece of lead that is a soft piece of lead into the bore of the Mosin, and that's going to give you your kind of rough shape. You can use a bullet that is slightly too big for your bore, and this would be a lot easier. But here's the thing: is if you don't know how big your bore is, you're not going to know how big of a bullet to buy. So I mean, it's kind of a catch-22. So that's why I didn't do that method. But it'd be a lot easier if you had an already pre-made bullet that was around the right size. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to use some kind of a punch. I'm using my cleaning rod just to show you that you don't need fancy tools for this, but if you are a gunsmith, you should have legit gunsmithing tools. If you're working on your own rifle, do whatever you want to do, right? It's your rifle. So what I'm doing is I'm backing this bullet out because, like I said, it is tapered. And so the bullet's not going to fit the first time. And so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to remove that little slug that you've made, and then you're going to have to hammer it a little bit longer. And hammering it longer will make it thinner, right? And by making it thinner, it'll be a little bit closer to the bore's size, and then you'll be able to tap that in just a moment. Here, you'll see what we're going to do. All right, I did that about 3 or 4 times. You might have the same luck as me. Maybe you got to do it a few more times, but it will work eventually. So you'll see I'm using a screwdriver here to get it started. What's nice about the lead is it's very forgiving. So that screwdriver actually creates an indentation in the lead, and it holds the screwdriver center in the bore. If you're worried about scratching your bore, use a piece of brass. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just trying to show that you don't need fancy tools in order to get this job done. You can just do it with things that are lying around in the house. Now I'm ready to slug this barrel, and you'll see now that it's started, it's only going to take about 30 seconds to get this rod through the barrel because now the slug is at the correct diameter to be just barely wider than the barrel, which is what you want. It's going to be hard to get started, and then once it is, once it's the exact same size as the barrel, it's just going to slide right through like any other bullet would. And there we go. We've got our slug that is our bore's diameter.
So now that you slugged your bore, what we can do is we can test bullets to see why they're accurate or they're inaccurate. So I've got my bullet here and I'm going to take a measuring. I just zeroed out my micrometer here. And you want to take the widest part of the reading. I'm getting 3.135. So let's see which bullet is going to work out better for this. This is supposed to be a 308 bullet. Let's see if it actually measures 308. I'm getting 0.309 is what I'm getting out of this bullet right here. So still too small compared to 0.313. Let's see what this bullet's going to do right here. I'm getting about 0.314 for this bullet. So as you can tell, 0.314 is much closer to 0.313 than 0.309 is. And if anything, this is going to have a slightly tight fit in the gun versus this bullet is going to have a slightly loose fit. We don't want a loose fit. So hopefully that helps you guys picks out your, when you're picking out your bullets for your rifle. Maybe you got a rifle that's just not shooting as accurately as you would like. This might be able to provide some explanation. So thank you for watching, and good luck reloading.